I think everybody still remembers the debacle of 2007 when a non-conference team surprised Alabama at home. That will not happen this week. Alabama has too many weapons. I'll take the Crimson Tide convincingly, early, completely.
This one's easy. Alabama wins it as bad as they want to win it. They can score 50 if they want, and they may.
I think this might hurt Mark Ingram's Heisman campaign because he probably won't get to carry the ball very much, but Alabama should roll to a 60 to 70 point win.
Alabama against Chattanooga, this one has mismatch written all over it. The Tide starters will rest a lot, and the Tide will put up some big numbers.
I think Alabama should win this game. That's a groundbreaking pick, I know, but yeah, they should win. Look for them to play pretty well and win easily.
Trojans took their act on the road and ran into a buzzsaw last week. Arkansas really is getting better. It gets a little easier for them this week. Easier, not easy. I like the Trojans. I think they have a little chip on their shoulder when it comes to FAU.
Florida Atlantic upset Troy 2 years ago at Troy. Kind of messed them up. Troy's going to get some revenge this year. They'll win.
Oh, Troy's looking for some revenge from FAU from what they did to them a couple years ago. FAU's playing a little bit better. Troy's coming off a loss, but I think Troy offensively should be able to control the pace of the game and clinch a 4th straight Sun Belt title.
The Sun Belt title is getting closer for Troy. They'll get even closer with a win over Florida Atlantic.
Look for Troy to win and sew up their conference title this week.
Again, 2 of the up and down teams in the SEC this year. Ole Miss really came through with one of its stunning efforts of the year last week. I'll stick with them to stay hot. Again, I don't know why. Maybe because number 22.
Ole Miss finally starting to play the ball we thought they would early in the year. The Rebels roll against LSU in a close one.
I think this is going to be a tough game for LSU. I think Ole Miss has been playing well lately, and I think they beat the Tigers at home.
LSU is a banged-up football team after a lot of injuries against Alabama 2 weeks ago. The Rebels will cash in on the lack of skilled players that LSU will have available.
This game should be a good game. It usually is competitive. 2 rivals here. I think LSU will get the win, though.
I like the Bulldogs this week. Georgia got a big lift and showed a lot of courage, I think, coming back against Auburn last week. That win, that team just needed something good to happen to it. And I think last week's win helps them carry.
Georgia got that feel-good win last week against Auburn. They'll continue to win this week against Kentucky.
Yeah, Georgia's coming off that big win last week over Auburn. Might be overlooking Kentucky, but I think they're hitting their stride a little bit. I don't think there's any way they'll lose to Kentucky at home.
Georgia got a must-win last week against Auburn. They'll get another good field win against the Wildcats.
2 teams that have beaten Auburn, about what they've got in common, but look for Georgia to be the better team this time.
This one's one of the fun Midwest rivalry games of every year. It looks one-sided, but I just have a feeling Michigan's going to make this a 4-quarter game. Still, Ohio State.
Just seems like Michigan has a lot of problems. I got to go with Ohio State in this big rivalry game.
Oh, another great game from the overrated Big Ten. Michigan's just fallen on hard times the last couple of years. I think Ohio State takes a big win out of there.
This used to be a big rivalry, Ohio State-Michigan, but Michigan's decline in the last few years has made it a little bit less attractive. That being the case, Ohio State will roll this week.
Don't think Michigan could beat many teams and certainly won't beat Ohio State, so Ohio State will win.